Limits, exactly, I'll discuss it tomorrow. What is it? Today we will just understand three terms which include, first of all, interval. No one should be writing it, write it later on, just understand it first. There are four different, who is talking again? There are four different ways of writing an interval form. One is called open interval. This one we are going to use throughout the chapter as such. The other is called closed interval, open closed interval, closed open interval. Okay, now what does it mean exactly? Understand it. Suppose I write open interval is shown in normal brackets, closed interval is shown in square brackets, open closed is shown in open closed, closed open. Okay. So open is denoted with this kind of brackets, closed is denoted with this kind of brackets. This is open closed, closed open. Okay. Now what does it mean? Suppose I write open interval 3 and 10. It means 3 is not included, 10 is not included, the numbers between 3 and 10 are included. Basically 3 less than x less than 10. Equal to sign I am not writing. So 3 is not included, 10 is not included, numbers between 3 and 10 are included. That is open. Open means 3 is open out, 10 is open out, numbers in between are included. Closed interval, if I write the same number 3 and 10, 3 is included, 10 is included, the numbers between 3 and 10 are also included. 3 less than equal to x less than equal to 10. Understood this? If I write open 3 closed 10, 3 is not included, 10 is included, numbers between 3 and 10 are included. So 3 less than x less than equal to 10. Okay, and if I write closed open, it means 3 is included, 10 is not included, in between 3 and 10 are included. 3 less than equal to x less than 10. Okay, but we will be using these brackets throughout the chapter. So whenever we define the interval in this chapter, it will be open interval, where the two numbers are not included but the numbers between the two are included. Any confusion with the meaning of interval? How many of you will make the schedule and show it to me tomorrow?
Exam.
That's it. Others are not going to make it. Very bad. Those who are going to make it, and you can take my suggestion if you have any confusion. Where can you revise with which topics or chapters? In accounts and stats, you can take my suggestion. I'll help you with that. And only those who I feel or see are willing and doing in that scheduling work. After 3 to 4 days, I'll give you an Excel sheet. Only those who are doing it. Printed Excel sheet of the occupied time and free time, which you have to fill up on your own, and then every day just every week take out a Xerox of that and fill it. Yes, did everyone understand this? What is the meaning of open interval, closed open, closed and closed open? Close means that number is included, open means that side number is not included. Did you all complete this? Because I'll erase it after you complete. And we will be using only open intervals brackets throughout the chapter. Yes, any confusions?
She has a doubt.
Who has a doubt?
She's asking why not using closed interval, open closed interval, or closed open interval.
Because the two values in the chapter are not going to be included. Okay, whole chapter when we will be doing the two chapters value, the two extreme values are not going to be included. Who are writing it still, raise your hand. Now again put your pens down and understand this topic first. Interval modulus and neighborhood forms. Okay, interval form, modulus form and neighborhood forms. These are three different ways of expressing the same information. The meaning of all the three is same, but there are three different ways of expressing the same information. Okay, for example, interval form. We, as I said, will be using the open brackets. So A minus delta, A plus delta. This sign is called as delta. And it is just there is no meaning of delta. It is just a mathematical symbol used. They could have used B, C, D, E, F, anything other than A, but they are using the symbol delta. Okay, so interval form is expressed as A minus delta, comma A plus delta. If same thing I have to express in modulus form, then I will write it as modulus x minus A less than delta. I can still hear a lot of noises in between. If same thing I have to write in neighborhood form, then it will be written as n bracket A comma delta, but it will be read as delta neighborhood of A. You write it as n bracket A comma delta, but you read it as delta neighborhood of A. Now, what is this 3? I explain you with an example which we have already done in chapter 3. This chapter starts on page 140. Look at page 139. Look at page 139. Question 7. Sub question 3. Listen carefully, everyone. If you see, you can see x minus 50 less than 10. This is a modulus form written over here. X minus 50 less than 10. Just to recollect and revise with, when we did in the chapter of normal distribution, we did not do these three terms. So I explained you with a different concept, a different point, that modulus means if you remove the modulus, it includes negative numbers as well as positive. So I said that you can write it as modulus x minus 50 is less than 10, means if you remove the modulus, it will be between minus 10 and 10. Then we had to cancel 50 because in between only x should come. So to cancel 50, we added 50 all the three places. So minus 10 plus 50 became 40. Then minus 50, 50 cancelled. 10 plus 50 became, means x came between 40 and 60. X came between 40 and 60. Is that the interval form or not? Now, in this expression, can I say that this is A and this is delta? So if you write the interval form, A minus delta, A plus delta, you get 40, 60. And this is what we got in that chapter, 40 less than x less than 60. Okay. So if you know this concept, when you are doing normal distribution, then those steps are also not compulsory. Then you need not write that first modulus x minus 50 is less than 10, means it will be between minus 10 and 10, and then add 50 all the three places. You get 40 less than x less than 60. If you remember this concept, you can apply this rule in the past chapter. You can say that here a is 50, delta is 10. So this means in interval form it will be between 50 minus 10, 40, and 50 plus 10. Straight away you can write this also. Did you understand this? So this is the modulus form. This is the interval form. And same thing if I have to write in neighborhood form, then it will be written as n a delta. And it will be read as 10 neighborhood of 50. Meaning of all the three is that the value of x is between 40 and 60. Okay. Meaning of all the three is that x is between 40 and 60. Where 40 is not included, 60 is not included. Numbers between 40 and 60 are included. But these are the three different ways of expressing the same. If you want to write that x is between 40 and 60 in modulus form, then you will write modulus x minus 50 less than 10. Same thing if you have to write in interval form, you will simply write in bracket 40 and 60. And same thing if you want to write it in neighborhood form, then you will write n 50 10. But the meaning of all the three is same. Did you understand this portion, everyone? So show this example. And now when you solve that last chapter's example, you can use this concept. So when this type of symbol comes, no need to write those three steps. Straight away you can do 50 minus 10, 40, 50 plus 10, 60. So 40 less than x less than 60. Those steps are not compulsory. Is everyone clear with it? So three different ways of expressing the same information. Look at page 145, exercise 4.1 question 1. There are 4 sub-questions. First I'll explain you, remaining 3 I'll ask you. So be attentive. 2 sides to be left for summary. Okay, more than sufficient. Maybe one remains blank, only safer side, 2 sides, leave it. Now look at question 1, sub-question 1. You are asked to express the following in modulus and interval form. We have to express in modulus and interval, means neighborhood is given to you. The first one, see in front, there, 0.4 neighborhood of 4. You can solve it along with me. The neighborhood form is given to you, means can I say this is delta? Because how we write the neighborhood form is delta neighborhood of A. And this is A. You can say here A is 4. Second one is always A. And delta is 0.4. First one is always delta. Okay. Now we are asked to express it in interval form and modulus form. So we will write n a, that is 4, delta, that is 0.4, is equal to. Okay, interval form we have to express, so n a, that is 4, delta, that is 0.4. This is how we write the neighborhood form in symbols. Interval form a minus delta, a plus delta. 4 minus 0.4, 4 plus 0.4, 3.6, 4.4. So 0.4 neighborhood of 4 means the numbers between 3.6 and 4.4 are included. 3.6 and 4.4 themselves are not included. Is everyone clear with this? Then modulus form. So n 4 0.4. Okay, n a delta. Modulus is modulus x minus a less than delta. So modulus of x minus a, that is 4, less than delta means 0.4. We just have to express it in the respective forms. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
Anyone having any doubt in this? Raise your hand. Now question 2. (0.02) neighborhood of 2. First of all, what is a? Second one is a, that is 2. Delta is 0.02. First interval form n 2 0.02 a minus delta a plus delta. What? 2 minus 0.02 2 plus 0.02 1.98 2.02. Actual meaning you understand from interval form only. That all the three means that the numbers between 1.98 and 2.02 are included. Okay. Then modulus form. First of all, n 2 0.02 equals to x minus 2 modulus x minus 2 less than 0.02. These are the two forms. The meaning of all is same, that the numbers between 1.98 and 2.02 are included. Is everyone clear with it?
Yes.
Now, third one. 0.05 neighborhood of 0. So minus 0.05 to 0.05. The meaning of all the three is understood only from interval form. That between minus 0.05 and 0.05 all the numbers are included, these two are not included. Now modulus form. Modulus x minus a means 0, less than delta is 0.05. So everyone is clear with this? And the last one. 0.001 neighborhood of minus 1. 0.001 neighborhood of minus 1. A is minus 1, delta is 0.001. First of all, interval form n n minus 1 0.001 a minus delta a plus delta minus 1 minus 0.001 a minus delta minus 1 plus 0.001 a plus delta. Is it minus 1.001 and minus 0.999?
Yes.
It means the numbers between minus 1.001 and minus 0.999 are included. And modulus form, modulus x minus a. Everyone at the last bench, keep silence.
X minus 1 modulus
X minus 1. 0.001 means x plus 1 minus minus becomes plus. So x modulus x plus 1 less than 0.001. So everyone is clear with this question? Any confusions? Now look at question 2. Now be attentive. Question number 2, sub question 1. Now they say, yes, silence. Explain the following in interval and neighborhood form. Now you are asked interval and neighborhood means you are given with modulus form. So first one, x minus 2 less than 0.01. X minus 2 less than 0.01. First of all here, a is 2 and delta is 0.01. Because how do we write modulus form? X minus a less than delta. Means this number is A, which is 2, not minus 2, okay? Minus A means A is to be taken as 2 only. If it was given plus 2, then A is minus 2, like we had in the last question. Okay, if it is given plus 2, then in terms of minus it would be minus 2, then the value of A is minus 2. Understood this? So it's opposite sign. If it's minus, then it's positive. If it's positive, then it's negative. Keep it in mind. And delta is directly 0.01. Raise your hand who did not understand this. In between, if the sign is minus, then A is positive. In between, if the sign is plus, then A is negative. Because then minus would become plus. So A would be negative. Okay. Now we are asked interval form and neighborhood form. So interval form, modulus x minus 2 less than 0.01 equals to A minus delta, A plus delta. 2 minus 0.01, 2 plus 0.01. 1.99, 2.01. Did you understand this, everyone? And also neighborhood form. So x minus 2 less than 0.01 equals to n A delta. So n 2 0.01. Is everyone clear with this? Raise your hand who is not clear with it. Question 2. Modulus x plus 5 less than 0.1. Now, Sumana, what is A here? Is A 5? But you attended when I discussed it at the opposite. A will be minus 5. Further, delta is 0.1. Yes, Sumana, further. Minus 5 minus 0.1 minus 5 plus 0.1 minus 5.1 and minus 4.9. And neighborhood form, modulus x plus 5 less than 0.1 minus 5, yes, and minus 5 0.1. Did everyone understand this? Then third question, modulus x less than 1 by 3. What is A here? 0. Modulus x means x minus 0. So A is 0. Raise your hand who did not understand this. And delta is 1 by 3. First, interval form. First, always write the formula. A minus delta, A plus delta. Now tell me.
0 minus 1 by 3. 0 plus 1 by 3.
So minus 1 by 3
0 minus.
and 1 by 3. Then neighborhood form, modulus x less than 1 by 3 equal to Shivang. First of all, NA delta, yes, n 0, 1 by 3. Is everyone clear with this? And the last one, modulus x plus 3 less than 0.15. A is minus 3, okay? When the sign is plus, then A is negative. Then interval form, modulus x plus 3 less than 0.15 equals to A minus delta minus 3 minus 0.15, A plus delta minus 3 plus 0.15. Minus 3.15 minus 2.85. Did everyone understand this? And neighborhood form n minus 3 0.15. So everyone is clear with this? So further we'll solve the remaining questions tomorrow. And your homework will be illustration 1, 2, 3, 4. For illustration 1, 2, 3, 4 is your homework. Tomorrow we'll take up the concept of limit. Actually, what is limit, and we'll understand.